Hi friends, today I am going to discuss about the statement of purpose, and several viewers have asked me to make a video about this. I'm going to focus on the statement of purpose for graduate school. Maybe if there is interest I will make a separate one for the UG curriculum, but here let's talk about graduate school. Now typically you would think that your GPA, as told in the transcript, your scores in exams are enough for a university to make a decision about you, whether you are a good student or not. But one of the things which people have found out over the years is that academic success is not just about your having a good GPA or having good scores or marks in standardized tests or competitive exams. There's something known as a fit, and this fit has to happen between you and the university, the department, the research lab, and the professor. And when this fit is good, the results are good, the student is successful, the university is successful, the research goes on well, publications come out of this work, and so on. And if the fit is bad, it actually has very negative consequences because things do not work out well. So let's look at why the statement of purpose is created. Now, one of the reasons psychologists like to propose things such as statement of purpose or various questions people ask you when you have an interview is that they want to know how much self introspection you have done, how well do you know yourself, and are the things which you are trying to do or which you are planning to do coming from inside your heart, or they have been put into you by somebody else, society at large, and so on. So very importantly, when things are put onto your consciousness by somebody else or the society, these things taper very quickly once you encounter substantial pressure, you encounter certain complexities, and so on. But if things are coming from your heart, then you can sustain through thick and thin, through various problems which are likely to happen in graduate school, and so on. So let's now start with the statement of purpose. So the first thing is that you should tailor your statement of purpose for the specific university and the department to which you are sending your application. So tailor it to the program. Now think a lot about what motivates you in life in general. And one of the things which is going on nowadays is that people like to connect this with some story of your life. So many people go back into their life and see a certain event which took place which has motivated them to go in a certain direction. So you need to go back. Maybe it was a very good math teacher who propelled you into mathematics. Maybe it was a physics experiment which made you realize that you want to study mechanics. Maybe it was a chemistry lab which made you realize that you really like doing experimental work in chemistry. Maybe it was something in biological sciences which inspired you when you studied about genetics and DNA. So these are some kind of stories which you need to build into your statement of purpose. So now let's start with the background or how you can write the statement of purpose. So I would say you can have 5 components of this. You can split it into 5 paragraphs. This is a standard template. The statement of purpose should be between 600 words to 1000 words. If they have specified a word count, you need to follow it exactly. If not, you can have something within this framework. It's something which people should be able to read within 5 minutes, not more than that. Remember, these are very busy people, so you don't want them to be subjected to some kind of a literature review or some book as your statement of purpose. So okay, let's start with the point. So number 1 point is you have to tell this person about yourself. So this is the first paragraph. You tell about yourself, you tell about your main motivating force in life, what has shaped you up, And here you can mention some personal things to make yourself more human, but you also need to keep in mind that this is a university, so you need to bring in the aspects of academic work which you have done. The second paragraph, you can drill more deeply into the technical aspect of the work you have done. You can give some details about the interests which you have now, and at this point you must have acquired certain specific interests and skills which are well matched to the problem at hand. And this second paragraph then leads to your third paragraph, where you essentially connect the problems you are currently interested in to the future problems you are going to do. So these are problems you may be solving at the end of your study. So for example, you may be motivating yourself toward climate change, and then your end result could be that you want to work on certain aspect of solar technology later in life, which are going to substantially reduce the dependence on fossil fuels. Now the following paragraph, or the fourth paragraph, you can give more specific names of professors, names of labs which you want to work with, and here you can drill down to some extent about the specific problem you are interested in. Now this is a bit of a game here. You don't want to drill down so deep that some professors say, okay, we don't do work in this area, we really are not going to be able to help this guy. This guy wants to work on experimental methods in nanofilms for solar power, and nobody here knows about this. So don't go so deep that you can figure out later. Be broad but be specific about your problem. So if you are interested in working on solar power, you can mention that without going extremely deep into the materials you want to work on to actually improve the solar cell capability and such things. Now once you have given this, you can then move to the fifth paragraph, and this is somewhere where you conclude. You essentially point out how this is such a great fit for you and the university, how you really want to work at the university, and how this is going to be very good for the particular professor concerned and also for you. So this is your parting shot where you say this is a great fit. Now of course the people are going to decide whether it's a great fit or not, but you made the case here. That's the main issue. So these were some points I had for you today about the statement of purpose. I hope you benefit from this. I will see you in my next video.